Friday favorites and flops. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I'm gonna try and make sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth through this whole video. That's happened before, don't worry, a number of times. You guys were so nice last week when I was just really feeling like I just couldn't get it up. Like I couldn't get it up to like put on clothes and do the whole thing. So thank you guys for being so sweet. A lot of you guys were like, oh, this was so relaxed, it was nice because we could see your personality. It's hard to show like 100% of my personality in these videos because it's just me talking to a camera, you know? And so it's not like that authentic if I'm just making jokes with my own self. So, I mean, occasionally it will come out, but it's not like it can happen to every single video because like in person, I'm a really jokey person and sarcastic and that kind of thing, but you guys don't really get to see that side of me, so I guess I realized that. I'll try and show more, but obviously, you know, it's hard when you don't have someone else to bounce off of, which was why it was funny in the vlog, because you guys could see me laughing like with my friends and joking and whatnot. But okay, long introduction, sorry. So I posted a lot of videos this week. One of them, I'm going to start out with what I'm wearing on my lips, were the new NYX Intense Butter Glosses. I love these. This is by far probably my favorite color that they came out with, and it is in Spice Cake. So it's just a beautiful berry, and I line my lips with, I think it's a fuchsia color from Milani. I use their Colorstatement lip pencils. Really like those. They're nice and creamy. But I love this shade, and I have a full review of swatches of all the new shades and on my lips. So these are different than the typical butter glosses. They are extreme intense pigment, and as you can see, like one swatch, it's just straight up color. These I find stay, especially when I paired this with the lip liner, this stayed on my lips legit. It stayed all day one day. It stayed probably like 6 hours. The only thing that moved it off was when I ate. Dana was here and we went to see a movie and we ate like this really nice meal, and I was probably all over it. And at the end of the time I was like, how's my lip? And she's like, well, you kind of have like just the lip liner left. So, but besides that, it held up even through lunch, so it really held up till dinner time, and I hadn't reapplied it. I had only put like a little bit of gloss on top, but it didn't dry out my lips or anything like that, and they stay like, I wouldn't say 100% glossy, but they don't get matte. So a lot of people asked, are they like the extreme lip creams? I would say they are a combination of the butter glosses and the extreme lip creams as far as pigmentation, but the feeling of a butter gloss on your lips. So they have more of like a creamy, glossier feeling than the extreme lip creams. So, but a good combination, and probably a little bit more pigmented than the extreme lip cream. So I've been loving that, and particularly this shade in Spice Cake. Okay, I also posted a new video on swatching the Lorac Unzipped palette. We'll have a tutorial on that look coming up, but this is the new gold, Unzipped Gold palette. It's so beautiful. I love it. The shades are, I can't even tell you like how, I said it a million times, but like just watch this happen. Like it's just straight up like you stuck your finger in a cream eyeshadow, and it's that, like, it's that pigmented. It just goes and goes and goes, and it would probably swatch again. Like, let me just swatch it again. Yes, yes. Like, look at this. That is the first swatch. I only just ran my finger in it, and look how much it swatched again, and again, and still had the same, like, pretty much opacity till this very end swatch. Like, this palette is no joke. I really love it. It's definitely different than the Unzipped, and it's just a lot, it's just a neutral palette, but it has some really beautiful metallic shades, and I think that you could get a lot of really gorgeous looks with these metallic shades. I wish it had a little bit deeper, darker of brown shades, almost even like a black in here, but it doesn't, and these will suffice. But overall, I really, really love this palette. Can't wait to do more looks. I do have more looks coming up. I have one that will be up next week, and then I'm going to film a few more looks because I really, really love this palette. You guys know how much I loved the Unzipped original. So this is the same pricing and everything. I will link the review that I did in the comparison swatches if you're interested in that video. I'll link it down below, but really been enjoying this since it came in this week. And I got mine at Ulta, but they had really slow shipping, so if you go in stores now, it's in store in Ulta. Okay, look at my hand from trying to get those swatches off. Like, that butter gloss is so intense. Like, that swatch, it just like stayed on. I couldn't get it off. And then I got it all over the place over here, so huge mess. That was like time-elapsed 5 minutes. When I was in LA, we went to MAC and I picked up a new concealer product that they released. This is the Studio Conceal and Correct Duo. And this is in the lightest shade, so pale pink on one side and yellow, pale yellow on the other. I've been using this under my eyes. I love it because it's 2-in-1 and the yellow is just very nice, so it's great color correcting. So conceal and correct. So I mix the two shades. I just do like dot, 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 and dot, 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 and then blend it in with a beauty blender. They're extremely pigmented and just like blend in smoothly. Like, let me mix them together. Oh, they're just the perfect color. Really, really have been loving this under my eyes. I find that it's a great consistency. When I set it, it doesn't crease or crinkle under my eyes, and I really like the opacity of it. So this is, like I said, a newer product, and I just like how it's 2-in-1. Instead of like the Prep and Prime highlighting pens, those come in like a radiant, what is it called? Radiant Rose, and then a light boost, which is like a yellow. And they do have a step darker than this one too. They have several different shades to accommodate different skin tones. But instead of having two of those highlighting pens, you just have it all in one. So I think that's a really great idea. So just grab this to conceal and to like do highlighting or correcting. So been loving that a lot, and I really like the consistency of it and the wear time. Okay, so in a picture I posted, I showed a couple of new products that I got. I did receive these and I'm really excited to do a review. This is the new Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and it is a highlight and contour palette. Now, I love this, but there are so many things that are out right now that I can't wait to do like comparisons. I do want to do like a full review, comparison and review for this and the Anastasia contour and highlight palette, because I know a lot of people are wondering what's the same, like what is the difference or which one do you like better. Also, as you guys saw, NYX is coming out with a new contour and highlight palette, so I am going to be doing a full like review on all of these. But so far I really, really, really love this one. It has 3 highlight shades and then 3 contour shades, and I used it today. I used this to set my concealer and then this to contour with. This color is like a little bit too dark for me, but I can go in between these two colors, and I just like how it's like a cream, more of like a cream color, a yellow color, and then more of like a tanner peach shade. So this is really going to work for a lot of different like I would say light to medium skin tone. And then it came with a brush. It doesn't come together, but there is a new brush that's launched, and it comes in this like really nice case like this, and it just tells you like one side it says light and the other side it says shade. So I just set my concealer with this, and then I contoured using this, and it's a nice little angle brush and like a pointer, really nice setting for concealer and highlight brush. I really, really like this combination together. It's a really soft brush. Whether I think it's like a 100% you need it, I do like the thought of having a brush to do both your highlight and your contour just all in one. My only problem is like storage. So I mean, I guess maybe that's why they gave it to you in this case. It comes in the case. But that's not practical for like my makeup collection unless I just like sat it like right on the counter or somewhere, you know. But when you're storing these, like one end always gets smushed. So that's my only problem when it's dual-ended brushes, although I like to have a dual-ended brush. But I just wanted to slightly mention that. Really, I have been loving, the favorite of it has been this. I really love the shade. I find this shade in the middle has blends so beautifully in. It doesn't get like patchy or anything. It's just very finely milled. Wasn't too powdery or anything, so I really like it and I like the color. So I've been loving this. And if you guys want more information on it, like a full review, like I said, I am going to be doing swatches comparison of the NYX one, this one, and the Anastasia one, so we can kind of hit it all and see which one and price range and all that. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, the last product that I've been loving is this from Sephora. And you guys, if you saw my empties video, I had a moment where I was so sad. They discontinued the Sephora Supreme Cleansing Oil, which is my all-time favorite. I went into Sephora and I think that this is sort of new for, it is new, but I think it is, they're like trying to come up with the best thing that's very similar to that. And it is called the Radiance Cleansing Foam. Now, this is like a foam product that breaks up your makeup, and it feels very, it's just such an interesting formula. The foam feels very thick, like it has a little bit of like an emollient or oil product in it, and it just really breaks up the makeup and it rinses off. It smells really good. It smells like the Supreme Cleansing Oil did. So really have been loving this, and I think that it's going to be similar enough for me, although it's not an oil. You know, it comes with like the foam pump. It's just really easy to use, and I really do like how it breaks off all my makeup like the Supreme Cleansing Oil did. So really been liking this, and I do believe it is a newer product, so check your Sephoras. Every time I go in, I'm like, do you guys by chance have any of the Supreme Cleansing Oil that you just didn't sell? And no one does. But I was happy to see that they were starting to come back out with more products to the Sephora line, and I don't know, it gives me like a little hope that they might like have reformulated it and come back with the same type of stuff. So I still have like a tinge of hope just from seeing that, but really have been liking that. So that is it. I didn't have a flop this week. I just had a bunch of favorites that I was really loving this week. So I hope you guys had a wonderful week. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, leave your favorites down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.